Kwame Nkrumah has this wonderful saying about women, the importance of women in a country. And he says that the degree of the revolutionary awareness of a country is measured by the political maturity of its women. So women really have a special role to play in bringing progress and development.
It's been 60 long years since Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah initiated the Miss Ghana Beauty Pageant to give the post-independent Ghanaian woman a platform to fulfill their potential and positively impact their community and country. We had the opportunity to go back in time with some prominent personalities who have been part of the Miss Ghana journey so far.
The Miss Ghana contest or title holder was created, or it came into being as Ghana became independent, a new nation. And with our coming into being as a new nation, we needed to say we are here and we are capable of running our own affairs. We also needed to project ourselves, our culture, our tradition, our societies, just ourselves as Africans, in our own words and by our own people, from our own perspective. So this contest, the Miss Ghana title holder, was part of that, of projecting that new nation that came into being. And particularly also by highlighting the very important role that our women not only had played in the independence struggle, but the role of women in nation building, in building the new nation of Ghana.
Sometime in, I guess, 1980, when I joined BAT. It was then Pioneer Tobacco Company at the time. But even before then, there was a company known as Malinro Ventures. It was headed by a gentleman called Mr. Edwards, and he had a partner, Miss Kwakupom, and they had mainly what they called the Miss Ghana contest. Again, they had another program which was the best disco dancer in Ghana. So they came to BAT, Pioneer Tobacco, for sponsorship. And we worked with them for a couple of years. They lost interest at some point, and I negotiated with them. This must be sometime before 1985, and we took over as Media Whiskets, working closely with Pioneer Tobacco Company to do what we call Embassy Double Do. That ran for a few years and it became the Embassy Triple Do.
It was beautiful, it was exciting. There was a lot of energy and, fun on the trips. And the various regional trips that eventually culminated in the grand finale. And there was a lot of energy, enthusiasm, creativity. At the time also, because we're doing regional trips before we ended with the national one, we kind of built it to a crescendo and we climaxed it like that. And there was music, there was dance, there was theater. There were some things we can never talk about. I remember when there was a collaboration with Akonsobo Textiles Limited, ATL, on the regional tours. There was Club Beer on board as well. the guys from Media Whiskits and Media Magique, and the weekly programs on television. GTV was a sponsor, Graphic Showbiz was a sponsor at the time, and so they brought you accurate reports, they brought you pictures, they brought you sound, they brought you visuals, and it kind of kept the tempo going throughout.
It is clear that there was some monetary commitment from the sponsors that made things work very well. But what's more important is that there were people with a lot of expertise. Mr. Kofi Selby, who I think is one of the greatest marketing minds we have all over Africa, very gentle, but very driven and very result-oriented. The managing director of PTC at the time, Mr. John Richardson, who would come into the executive planning committees once in a while, but whatever he chipped in would give us direction for the work ahead. Mr. John Wallman, who I think is a brilliant mind for sales. I mean, that man should be lecturing sales management all across the world. Mr. Geddy Lai, I think one of the greatest advertising gurus in Africa, also there. And I think the godfather of event management in Ghana himself, Dr. Frank Edwards Iden, because he's the man who started this whole Miss Ghana concept as we know it today. Miss Ghana had been done way back, with independence, but Frank Edwards Iden brought a fresh approach to Miss Ghana.
Beauty is one platform that everybody can associate. And the link with the Miss World Beauty Pageant also gave it a very huge aura. Road trips were exciting.
I think there was one of the trips that after Koforidua, we had to drive out into some other town close by. There was a fun and the adventure bit of it. The local food, for example. You could have your green soup depending on where you were. You could have some bush meat somewhere else. And you could have your pito naturally when you were up north. And you pick bits and pieces of language as you went along.
I usually was on a road trip with Mr. Geddy Lai, who's about 11 years older than me. But he has this wit. He would just chat and say the darndest things.
And I recall one occasion that we went to Koforidua for the beauty pageant. The next point of call was home, and we don't sleep. Because there is rehearsal, and I was prepared for rehearsals. It's rehearsals, then we go and change and come and do the show itself. And then we went to home the following day, Friday, then Saturday, and I felt so tired. And I fell asleep while driving. The Nigerian Datsun was sitting by my side. I was driving. I slept. But something jolted me up like that. When I woke up, I found myself by the gutter. And I slowed down. And I said a prayer. But since then, it's never happened to me again. It was a wake-up call.
Wow, it was such an amazing experience. Right after this break, we'll tell you more.
Joe. Yes, sir. Don't forget to water the backyard garden.
Okay, Dad. Okay. Sorry, madam.
What is the cause of this jubilation?
You won't believe it. The draw of the NLA Friday Bonanza just dropped all my numbers. Ditto. You see, the new machine has made the process so fast and legitimate. No, Kululu. Ampo. You can have my car. I'll buy a new one.
Is that why you're jubilating? I had divine numbers and I played mine on Wednesday. Don't you worry. I'll buy myself a car.
Now Wednesday and Friday, when you just know. With the training now. I said, Tommy Lam, see, what would you mean? Jai. The Menosua.
The National Lottery Games are more rewarding than ever. They are for you with big dreams. With the NLA Games, you could now become legitimately rich any day of the week with less stress and wahala using our new points of sale device. NLA, development through games.
Whatever the occasion, whenever people come together, you'll find ATL Fabrics.
ATL, bringing fabric to life.
It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna make most of it. It's a beautiful day, a day to share with you. You'll make my world go round. Yeah, yeah. It's really got me saying, NASCO brings home happiness.
Experience the wide range of top quality and affordable electronics, phones, tablets, home and office appliances from NASCO.
My motivation for joining the Miss Ghana brand, first of all, I wanted to associate with something that was exciting, something that was fulfilling, rewarding, and something that from the distance or from a distance looked like fun to be part of. Don't forget also that I was paid for my job, so it was also a good motivation. I was there as MC for Regional Tours. Everybody wants to do a good job and get paid for it. But beyond that, after my first experience, then I wanted to continue to be part of it because there was so much to learn. Eventually, how much in terms of money you made was not the issue anymore because there was so much you could pick up. You met all kinds of people with all kinds of experiences.
For me, in 2004, as a contestant and an eventual title holder, it brought me closer to the brand. It helped me gain insight into what went on to some extent in terms of organizing a prestigious pageant like Miss Ghana. I mean, luckily for me, I've had the opportunity to have worked with other queens in other countries like Togo, Benin, Nigeria, what have you. So that gave me a holistic approach as to what it takes to be an organizer. And in 2011, towards the last quarter of the year, I got wind of the fact that, I'd say Mr. Lai, I call him Chairman Lai, the longest organizer and franchise holder, was retiring, and the opportunity came up for someone to take over. There were a couple of people who expressed interest, went through various vetting processes, and eventually, by God's grace, our company, Exclusive Events Ghana, won. And that gave us the opportunity to organize the Miss Ghana beauty pageant.
Organizing Miss Ghana was that, it was the kind of brand that was associated with a lot of prestige. And so immediately as a young businesswoman, it opened the doors that ordinarily perhaps any other brand wouldn't, and immediately puts you at, on the same level with a lot of other people who have probably been doing business for a long time. The success was that it got me to meet a lot of people, in government, outside of government, businesses, very important people. So those were huge successes for me, especially because I also had I was going somewhere. And so for me, it was the early times in business, and I needed that platform to be able to push me to the next stage.
I was fortunate to work on the Miss Ghana brand, not only as an impresario, as the master of ceremony, or better yet, as a co-master of ceremony, because I worked proudly with a Grand Master, Gordon Avenobo, who was in his element. But I also wrote advertising copy. I was a copywriter, and I did a bit of creative direction because in writing the advertising copy, which we used for radio advertising, I had to take cognizance of the fact that the same sound was going to be used for making the TV commercials. So I had to write the copy so it would lend itself well to cutting, fascinating shots for TV. In fact, sometimes that same copy would even be adapted for print media by Ghana Advertising and Marketing, who did a fantastic job working on the Miss Ghana brand when I first was invited at the age of 20 to serve on the executive planning committee.
Well, I guess that I also brought my own fan base, if you like, my own influence, my own network, my own influence as in somebody who had control of quite a large section of the listening public. to bear on my role as the MC for the Miss Ghana events. And I guess that for me, it's also for the organizers to tell us if they really found any good leverage and power with my role as MC. But I think that looking at my standing as a media practitioner and the kind of network I have, I want to vainly suspect that I must have brought something very exciting, including numbers, onto the Miss Ghana train.
At the time that Miss Ghana started again in mid-80s, FC was also equally a young company, and so working with the youth was a huge motivation, and giving us the opportunity to also work with beauty pageants was also an opportunity for us, and also give us the opportunity to showcase ourselves as a brand, as a growing brand as well. And company policy is to support every company or organization that is trying to promote, or empower young people at different levels. So it was quite okay for us to work with the brand.
My brand Hot Teas actually came on board the Miss Ghana pageant 10 years ago. That's from the inception of the brand. And the reason why I was motivated to come on board was especially because at the time I was a young woman, and the Miss Ghana brand is all about empowering young women. And I wanted to use the opportunity that I had gotten to help other young women come up and improve the socioeconomic growth of Ghana.
When it comes to culture, when it comes to traditions, when it comes to encouraging women, especially young ladies, to be able to come up, we try also to encourage women to be independent. And we believe that the Miss Ghana brand also gives ladies the opportunity to identify themselves, to identify their talent, because it's a platform where people, it's a platform full of entertainment, full of education. Women get their inspiration, talent available as well. And the Miss Ghana brand itself is not just a brand just that they have a program one-off during the year, but it comes with social responsibility activities for the ladies as well, which is good for the ladies, and it's good for corporate Ghana, and it's good for ATL.
Well, we've been working with Miss Ghana for more than 10 years as the company that provides the fitness solutions for the Miss Ghana contestants. And I'd like to think that when these young ladies come into the facility, they're seeing a bit of what is out there in terms of, the international market, because our fitness facility provides a level of fitness at an international market. We have professional trainers who instruct obviously with the fitness side of things, and then I always come on board and give some counseling and coaching on life skills. So we'd like to think that we're building up the confidence of these young ladies and getting them prepared for their leadership as ambassadors as Miss Ghana.
Africa has the talent. But over the past years, this talent has been unexplored. Lately, we have seen the talent is coming out, but it is more among the boys. We need to have an equal gender participation. What I like about Miss Ghana is exploring and identifying that talent among the Ghanaian girls. And Miss Ghana, under the current leadership, has done a great job in the past few years.
It's been a life transformational experience for me. It's been phenomenal, and I'm very grateful for this experience. I'm grateful for this opportunity.
It has been, and still is, a life-changing and enhancing experience. Overnight, I had to mature into this young ambassador for Ghana. It gave me the opportunity to meet lovely women from various parts of the country. It gave me the opportunity to feel as though I had left or had a footprint across all 10 regions of Ghana.
It was phenomenal. It was a fantastic experience. I can't really use words to express myself, and I actually never can.
Miss Ghana was a great feeling, a very great, empowering feeling, because on me as an individual, I felt very confident. Things I couldn't do before, I could just walk up to anybody and do it. And it's been a lasting experience because of that urge of confidence that I had. From the time I was crowned to now, you know, it gave me the edge to do things that I couldn't do before, and which was good, and even empowering people that otherwise I wouldn't have even spoken to in the first place.
5 years down the line, I cannot count anything or any progress I've made that hasn't been drawn from the brand and being an associate of. That's not to say I didn't work hard when I was part of the competition. Even though it's a competition, it's still a sisterhood, it's a place to build yourself. Before I went to Miss Ghana, I knew there was something I wanted to do, but I didn't even know myself. So the self-actualization actually happened when I was part of Miss Ghana.
I always remember, you know, we had this etiquette session where, oh gosh, who was it? Is it Akosia? Akosia would, you know, it was a grooming session, you know. As soon as you sit down, cross your legs. So we all used to just laugh about it. So we all sit down, as soon as you sit down, cross your legs, and just pose. You know, it gave you that confidence that, you know, you are this one, you own yourself, you own your space.
As a person, achieved some of my career goals, my personal goals, my humanitarian goals. So the exposure, the travel, the people I met, the opportunities that I got is enormous.
I remember the car, that was one, money, the title, big prize. I had a lot of support from Akosombo Textiles. They gave me fabric for a year, and also FC Skin and Beauty Clinic. They took care of all my beauty and skin needs, so that was great. That was great.
I got a new Polo Classic VW car. I got a cash prize of 3 million, which now would be 300 Ghana.
My year was special. Cash prize was $10,000 CD equivalent. I got the opportunity to have fabrics from ATL. We got products from LG. I remember it was this huge double door refrigerator. I got the opportunity to be an LG girl, where I was the face of the calendar for a year. I got the opportunity to represent Ghana at the Miss World competition. And of course, I won a brand new Honda City. Yes, from Honda Place. I remember vividly.
And ATL, as sponsors, were giving me fabrics, 12 half pieces of fabric every month.
I've always said Miss Ghana is a life-changing experience, which I would encourage a lot of young girls to take part in as much as it was fun for me. There are definitely challenges in everything you do.
I had a lot of fun. I met beautiful ladies, you know, we shared so much experience, you know, be it education-wise or just social-wise, you know, we shared so much experience together.
The competition was one of the toughest experiences that I've ever had in my life, because I got to meet a lot of individuals from various walks of life, and I had to find a way to blend in, because I am an individual that growing up, I've been shielded a lot, and me being open up to such exposure, I just had to find a way to blend in. I just had to be a coffee bean who has been faced with hot water and just create something new.
I feel like an old bag now. I mean, not really, but you know, to go back into Miss Ghana, it will be interesting. It will. You never know. I might say yes. If I think about all the fun and, you know, going places, and it was good, so maybe I will.
I felt like I needed to be part of my society, so I'll do it over and over again.
I would. You know, knowledge is endless. You can acquire knowledge, not just in the classroom. And from what I learned from Miss Ghana, I'll do it over and over again. From the knowledge I acquired, the experience, the exposure, I will say I'll do it all over again.
It brings people around you who can help you, who can make you achieve your aim and your dream or your goal in life. I would. I mean, again and again, I would.
Now I think I'm older. I have added some weight, so I am not like all qualified to take part again. But then, like I said, it's something that is really life-changing that I will encourage young people or people who are qualified to take part in.
I would like to use this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to brands that have sustained the Miss Ghana pageant thus far. I mean, as a child, there were the ABLs, the BATs, Revlon, what have you. But I'd say since we took over, there are a few individuals or brands that would like to really touch on, because without them, we wouldn't have chalked the successes. I mean, for me, way back as a contestant, the MD of Carl Bank, Frank Edu, who helped us acquire the 10-acre land at Don Bosco through Carl Bank, of course. Then, of course, Bill, the former MD of Stanbic Bank, and others that I may have omitted in mentioning. Then, of course, Madam Mansa, who was then the MD at Tema Development Corporation. We've got Manette Properties, Akosombo Textile Limited, IPMC, FC Skin and Beauty Clinic, NPG, that's Nouvelle Parfumerie Gandor, and of course, our production partners, media partners, contestants, parents, friends, the team at Exclusive Events Ghana, and everyone else that might have directly or indirectly supported us since we took over, and of course, the Miss Ghana brand in the last 60 years.
This has been the Miss Ghana journey so far. Tomorrow, join me for the official launch of Miss Ghana 2017, 60 years on. Miss Ghana, the evolution of beauty.